Hi, I'm Neha Negandhi, and I'm the host of Seen from the Inside radio show. I'm here with Soledad O'Brien at the 2017 PowHERful Foundation Summit here at the Spinks headquarters in Atlanta. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's my pleasure. Are you going to name your baby Soledad? Hi, baby Soledad.
I should.
Just throwing it out.
I should.
It doesn't get a lot of play.
Yeah.
So every time I find a pregnant person, I'm like, Soledad.
She's trying to sell
Hi,
it.
baby Soledad.
She's selling it.
Just throwing it out into the universe.
For the audience members that may not know, I'm almost 7 months pregnant. So that's why the referral to
Surprise! I feel like this interview is going very well so far. Don't you?
So far, this is exactly how I envisioned it to go. But thank you for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for coming today, and thanks for having me.
Yeah, so I had the pleasure to interview Soledad on my radio show called Seen from the Inside, and you can listen to that podcast on seenfromtheinside.com. But I wanted to talk to you today about the PowHERful Foundation, and you co-founded this wonderful foundation, and what was your inspiration to do it?
Really, our inspiration was the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. The foundation's been around for a little over 10 years, and I was covering Katrina as a reporter, and we saw so many young people, but young women especially, who just had no opportunity. I mean, they wanted to go to college, they had a dream of going to college, but there was literally no way to do it. So we started just kind of ad hoc. My best friend said, hey, there's a young woman who needs educational help, and we started funding that, and then another one, and then another one, and we got to about 5 or 6 girls, and I thought, we really need to make this official and get someone in who can run it.
Right.
And so a couple of years after we founded it, it became an official organization, and then we started reaching out to more young women and more financial support from different communities, and then we started the PowHERful Summits. Really, we wanted not to only underwrite education for 25 young women. We wanted to bring some of the things that our scholars were dealing with to a bigger audience. So, a couple hundred young women in every city that we go to. This year we'll do 7, maybe as many as 9 summits, where people get an opportunity to connect to powerful, thoughtful, helpful women, mostly, a couple of guys we throw in, but mostly women, in their own community, and learn from them. These are women who devote an entire Saturday to come and really, I think, act as role models for a number of young women who might not have those possibilities in their own lives. If you don't have somebody right in your sphere who could be helpful, you really need to figure out where to get that help.
So PowHERful Foundation helps young women get to college and through college.
Well, you started with 2, and then you realize 2 is great, but if you don't have through, it's not that great.
It doesn't help, right? So I think that's one of the main things, and we did talk about this on the radio show too, but one of the main things that I really believe that your foundation does really well is it helps them navigate that college process. Because if you don't understand how to navigate the process, you're not going to succeed.
And early on we thought it was about money. Give someone tuition, pay the differential. Hey, they need $500. Boom. That's great, but it's not everything. So we started then assigning mentors and then helping students figure out tutoring and also just, I think, the emotional challenges that college can bring. So the entire PowHERful Summit is set up around how do you help young women who are ambitious really get to and through college, and that's a series of things. Some of it is figuring out, the FAFSA form and just the financials. A lot of it is figuring out who do you call when something goes wrong,
right? And
how do you navigate tricky situations?
Exactly. So the loneliness that might come from being in a dorm room,
sometimes your parents, especially if you're the first in your family to go to college, your parents' response might not be, just put your head down and do it. It might be, maybe you should come home. Maybe college is not for you. So our goal is to be that organization that can help girls get to and through.
So what are some of the things that you want to see accomplished here in Atlanta?
Listen, I think the main thing is we structure PowHERful in very blunt conversations. I mean, imagine if you're a young woman who is in high school or college and Sarah Blakely sits down and talks to you for 45 minutes answering your specific questions about how to become an entrepreneur and how to be successful and how to navigate your way when people around you are not only saying no, but they're also saying this entire system, right? She was going into undergarments. The entire system is actually, you're doing it totally wrong. This is not how you create product. This is not how you pitch product. This is not how you sell product. You should not even be in these rooms.
Right.
She told a great story about how a couple of guys came up to her at a reception and said, business is like war. And she's like, I don't want to be at war. I want to just do great things for people who want to have great products. Like, why does it have to be war? Why can't we support each other and make something great? And I think it gives young women an opportunity to think a little bit differently, maybe, about all the messages that they get about their success, whether they belong in college, what they can achieve. I think it kind of reframes it for them.
So if there was a young woman in Atlanta between the ages of 13 and 23 that wanted to get involved in the PowHERful Foundation, is there an office here that they go to, or is there an application process? Or
there is an application process. PowHERful Foundation, if you check us out on Twitter, at PowHERful Foundation FDT is how we're on Twitter. But really, it's much more, we're looking for young women to be part of our summits. They missed this year because we're in the middle of it right this moment. Right. But for next year, absolutely, because it's a really good way to take part in what's happening locally, that they can connect with the women here who are spending their Saturday with them.
Right, and who are already here that can serve as great mentors to them and maybe reach out to them. I think it's wonderful what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Soledad O'Brien, for joining us today. I'm your host, Neha Negandhi. You're listening to Get the Inside Scoop from Seen from the Inside radio show. Get more inside scoops by following us on social media. On Facebook and Instagram, we're at Seen from the Inside. That's SEEN from the Inside. On Twitter, we're at Seen from Inside. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Seen from the Inside Talk Show. Stay tuned for more.